Hey everyone, it's Lisa, and today is Sunday, and John is playing golf. He's in like a, I think it's like a, he has a work golf tournament coming up, and he's practicing today. And so the kids and I are going to run out. I think we're going to go eat lunch, and then I was going to take them to Target. And so I decided to do a kind of like a get ready with me. And so what I did is just do this makeup on camera, and I'll do a voiceover just because it's easier with everything going on around here. But I wanted to go ahead and show you some things I was using that are new. And this is one of the, boy, this is good. Now I will let you know down below how it wears as far as creasing, but it blended like a dream, and you will see. I was fortunate enough that they sent me these new concealers from Kevyn Aucoin, and it's called the Etherealist Super Natural Concealer. This is the EC Corrector. And you know, I was drawn to this immediately because I love correctors. I love that brightening, you know. And this, I mean, I expected it to be kind of like orangey when I pulled it out, but it isn't. And it's very, very brightening. And then they have an array of other colors that I want to play with before I decide which one I want to tell you. Some light, medium, and dark, and then variations within those. So I used this today, and I used the Naked Heat palette, and I did a little bit more than I've been doing. I wanted to do just a little bit of more of a warm tone on my lid, so that's what I did. And then I have found a new lip liner that is awesome, and I just happened to see it on the rack. It wasn't even in a, you know, like a new display end cap or anything. It was just right there, and it is the L'Oreal Color Riche Matte Lip Liner. And there was two of them. I almost got another one too. Here comes Chanel. You can come over here. Come on. She's gonna sit right there. Oh, here's my mail lady. Amazon has them out on Sunday. But anyway, and there was another one, but it looked like it might have a little too much gray tone in it. But after seeing how much I love this, I think I might get several of the colors, even the pinks, and see how much I like them, because they last forever on the lips and they go on so smooth, and I just love this color. This one is, they've got weird names. It's 112 Matte Stermind is what this one is. But if you like Lancome Ideal, you would like this. Any of those, Hazelnut Tea, even like Max Spice, it's not as warm as that, but it will go with these lipsticks that we love. And then, I don't know why I'm going through all this, but this is the other lipstick out of that YSL Nude Lip thing that I got from Nordstrom, and I love it. I wore this combo yesterday, and I just loved it. So I will do a quick outfit of the day. And then we'll get on with the video. So I'll be right back. Okay, so today I have on this dress that I bought from Nordstrom Rack, and you can see how it has like the lace there, and then I just have on a little, the Victoria's Secret bralette underneath it, and I love it. And I've got on my Yummy Tummy, which gives you a good, I don't know, I just feel like it gives you such a good shape, and the length is great with this dress. And let me back out. And then today, since it's daytime and it's casual, I'm just going to go with my Havaianas. And I still think that they look good with something like this. They're so simple, but I mean, you could do a wedge or a little heel, a kitten heel. You know, I would definitely put this with a heel if I wanted to. It's just today, since we're going casual, I'm gonna just do this. And then I wanted to show you my bag. I've been loving this so much, and I think a lot of you would like this. So this is my whole outfit. Okay, and then for accessories, I have on those earrings. I have been loving these. These are the Kate Spade little earrings I got from Nordstrom. My lion ring, because I love him. And I just love the way this looks with black too, that whole black and gold thing. And nails, I need to get those done this week. And any other accessories? Nope. I have on my Laura Geller bronzer. And we did go to the beach yesterday, so I usually put more sunscreen on my chest than anywhere. But so I guess that's it. Oh, and my fragrance today is the one from Oliver. It's the Louise Marie No. 4. That one, I love it. I just love it. So I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. I hope you have had a wonderful weekend, and I will see you this week. Bye-bye. Okay, so here we go. The first, I've already done my skincare, which you guys know I use Bobbie. And this is the Shiseido BB Sport. And notice how I did that like open circle design on my beauty blender. And this is my new favorite method, is just stamping it all over until it's like, you know, until there's no more places. And because it's that open little swirl of like foundation stuff, instead of just like one big dot, it just really helps get it even all over your face. And you just, you know, keep blending. I do it over my eyes and in the corners, everywhere. And I find that it just pats right in, and it's very even all over. Instead of, you know, if you just do it in one big dot, it just seems like it goes just in the first places the most. Anyway, just try that and see what you think. I did it accidentally, and then I really, really started liking it. And I take it all the way down my neck because I want the sunscreen too. So this is acting as kind of like my primer, sunscreen, everything. Okay, notice how I'm like really stretching out like all my wrinkles and pores and everything, and really patting that in there and getting it in there good. Okay, this is the Sephora 55. I'm using my Laura Mercier Rich Vanilla first, Loose Minerals. And notice how I'm using, you can't see, but I'm doing it kind of lightly, and I'm using just like the end of the bristles, not really like bearing down and buffing real hard. I'm just trying to let the bristles, you know, go over it and buff it in. And so I'm going to do my entire face with this Rich Vanilla, and I'm getting it in my brush, and then I'm tapping it off. I'm going over my eyelids, under my eyes, all over, under my nose. And the more you like stretch out and smooth out those wrinkles in your face and just natural crevices that we all have, the more you'll get your mineral powder all in those places, and you'll love it. You'll be amazed at the coverage you can get with this mineral powder. So now I'm just going over and getting it everywhere. Okay, now this is the Classic Beige, which is a little bit darker and a little bit of a cooler tone. So I like to use this to kind of, I guess you would say contour, but it kind of just frames my face. I do around all the edges. And I do this with this powder instead of a bronzer because I like this tone. It's more of a shadow. And it does add a little bit of warmth. I mean, you don't have to go in with a bronzer, but for the summer, I like to. So that's all I'm using for that. Okay, now I'm using an oldie but a goodie, and this is the Bobbie Brown Golden Medium. And I really like this to add some warmth and some bronze, but it doesn't have a lot of red in it. It's a perfect color. And it just, you know, gives your face some more color. And I'm doing a little bit more on my eyes today, so I wanted to just keep my face just a normal summertime glowy look. So I'm taking the bronzer down my neck too, and just, you know, warming up my cheekbones and just all around the perimeter of my face. Okay, this is the Laura Mercier Matte Highlight 01. So I'm doing the tops of my cheekbones, and I'm going to do just the center across my lips. And because it's not really, really, you know, too frosty or anything, I can do all the places I want to highlight. And then I do my blush last. I like to do my highlight before my blush. This is a very natural, pretty blush. I think everyone would love this blush. It is the Burberry Earthy, and it looks very blah in the pan, but it just gives you cheekbones. Okay, this is a new product that I probably already spoke about in the intro to this video, but it is a new concealer from Kevyn, and the color that I'm trying right here is the corrector. This is the very first time I've ever used it, and I love it. It is beautiful, and it comes in so many different colors, and they sent me all the colors, so I'm going to try them all. I don't know how anything's going to beat this, but I wore this all day and even got Brooke to look at it, and it just melts into your skin, and there was absolutely no creasing. So I loved it. So I put it, you know, when I'm doing my makeup, what I'm trying to do is basically you're wanting to highlight things that you do like, and then you're trying to take away a lot of those shadows. And so that's what I'm doing here, is I'm trying to take away that shadow of my cheeks right there. And you just, you know, I'm highlighting around my mouth, and I always like to do underneath, like my jawline. But all of us have different things that we want to highlight. So, you know your facial structure, but that's what I'm doing. And I just love that concealer. Okay, this is that new powder that Givenchy sent me, and it's the rose. And I'm just kind of setting that, but this also is a brightening powder. I really love it. And what I do is just sprinkle some a little on that puff and then take it off the puff. So it's not that much. I'm not putting a whole lot of powder on, but just a little bit. It's very humid here and hot, and my makeup just lasts all day. Okay, this is, goodness, what a favorite. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Brigitte Legendary Brows. And I just really like it. I like the color. I like just everything about it. The little wand is perfect. It doesn't put too much on. And, you know, it's, if you're somebody that likes a solid brow, that's not going to be enough for you. But I like just a kind of a realistic brow. My brows would never be solid. You know, I just don't have that dark of a hair. Okay, this is the Laura Mercier Ash Blonde Brow Pencil. And I've just loved it lately. It's perfect. It's kind of one of those hard pencils. And it's just enough to fill in the edges and give you a complete look. Okay, for lip conditioner, I had that Fresh Sugar Scrub pen thing on, one of my favorites. And I'm just removing that along with some cat hair, always. Removing that from my lips because I'm going to go ahead and put my lip combo on. And I have found a wonderful lip liner. Just accidentally, I just saw it. And I went to get more today at Target, and they don't sell them at Target yet. I got this at Walmart. But it is L'Oreal Matte, and the color is, I think it was Mastermind. And as you can see, Brooke and I both love it. It's very soft. It really lasts a long time on your lips. And it's just a really good color. My bottom lip always goes over the top. Okay, and this is the YSL lipstick out of that new lip kit that I got from Nordstrom. And it's the Pure Couture. And it's just beautiful. Isn't that the neatest lip combo? I mean, that's like a true nude lip. You know, it's just accents your lips, but it doesn't give a lot of extra color. And I'm using the Naked Heat palette today. I wanted to do just a little something different. This is the Louise Young LY38. And I will put, well, you can see what color I'm using. I'm using that second one. And I'm putting this all over my lid. And this color is just like skin tone. It's beautiful. I think this is my favorite Urban Decay palette, besides the Basics palettes. But, you know, from all their other Naked palettes, I think this is my favorite. So I'm just basically, you know, putting that shadow on and putting it up into my crease. Then I'm going to take the lightest color with that same brush, and I'm going to just, you know, just like everyone does, just put the light color on the insides of my eyes. And then I put just a little tiny bit up there at the very tip of my brow. So not a full-on highlight, but, and then I'm going back in with that nude color. And I'm making sure that I get the inner lid right here. This is one of those areas that you don't think about, but it really makes a difference. It's kind of like when you go along your hairline with your bronzer or contour. Okay, this, I wanted to do a little more. I wanted to put something like warm on my lid today. So I started off with this color, and then you'll see it wasn't quite what I wanted. I wanted just a little bit more. But notice how I'm not trying to really do a shape with this. I'm just going on the lid. I'm not trying to go too far up into the crease. I'm just going to where it meets that first color that I used. And I'm not winging it out or anything. I just want that on my lid. And then I looked and I could tell I wanted a little bit more. So we went in with that last darker color. And I think I put it on the middle first. And I was trying to decide, did I want to do just the outer? But then I decided I wanted to do the whole lid. And you could just use that darker on the outer if you wanted to. It's just I wanted my whole lid to be more of a warm tone today. So that's all I did for shadow. I didn't do anything on the lower. Okay, I have just fallen back in love with this Sela Pen Liner. I got this little one. It's a little trial size. And I think I got it with one of my Nordstrom orders or maybe even Sephora. And it just made me realize how much I love this pen. And ever since I've been using this, you guys have been loving my makeup. And I think because my wings probably aren't as extravagant with this, because you can really just lay this pen down and drag it over and it gives you a wing. And because my eyes, I don't know if you guys can see how I'm really having to come down and around my eyeball. It's just kind of rounded. I might have to go out a little bit further than you because my eyes are just the way they're shaped. But what I'm doing is at first, I'm just trying to basically get down to my lashes so that there's no skin showing, in between my lashes and the pen. So this is not, that's just kind of like a rough edge. And then I do the wing, and then you'll see I just pull it over across my eye, and then I fill it in. And then you can kind of work with your shape. A lot of you, maybe that's all you would want. I kind of like my wing to, you'll see, okay, so I'm trying to perfect it and bring it down to my tear duct. And I think I ended up getting, what will always happen is one will be thicker than the other, and so I'll have to even them up. But that's just part of it. And so I'm looking at them, and I think what I was thinking, I had it magnifying. Now I went to the regular, and I'm deciding I want it to come out a little bit further. And I like my wing to kind of go straight over. More of that retro. I don't like a thin wing usually. So that's what I'm doing, is I'm just making them go kind of straight over. And that's what I like. That my eyes kind of, okay, that is the LY38B Louise Young brush. And I'm going back in with that. I'm actually going in with the tan color. And I like to do this with this long, thin brush. And I like to do it at the end, because what I do is I go straight from the end of that wing all the way to the inside. And that kind of gives you you can see, it kind of gives you an accented crease. Okay, this is the Volume de Chanel mascara. I didn't curl my lashes. I kind of like them better when I don't curl them, especially when I'm wearing lashes. I sped this up because you guys know how you put mascara on, but I thought you might just want to see how this mascara performs, because it is magnificent. It's just such a good mascara. Okay, now I am using these lashes for the first time. So I'm putting the glue on with this Q-tip, the Duo Dark. And the part that I cut off, that little piece I just showed you, I will add that at the end and kind of make my own lashes. Okay, and these will be a little bit more difficult going on because it's the first time I've put them on. So you just tilt your head back, angle them in there, sit them down, and then put the front part where you want it. And I've already trimmed them, like I said. And I take the bottom and kind of set it down. And don't worry about that glue showing. It will dry and it's dark. And then I'm taking the tweezers and I'm kind of pushing the false lashes into my lashes and the mascara. I'm just placing them where I want them. And I push it with my finger and you can really feel the whole lash, you know, touching my lid. And then I'm probably going to get the other one. And yeah, and I left this first part in just because I want you to see that no matter how many times you put on lashes, stuff like this happens. See how it's stuck to it, and I had to clean off my tweezers and then go and do it again. It's just, you know, with your wings and with lashes, sometimes it's just the way it goes. I will say that I usually wear a pair of lashes probably about 4 times, if not more, usually about 4 or 5 times. And after this first time, when they're used to being on your eye, it gets better. Okay, this is that little piece that I cut off, and I had put glue on the band. And what I do is attach that right at the end. And I try to make sure it's glued onto the end of the lash, not necessarily my lash line. So you want it just right there glued to the band of the lashes, which 9 times out of 10 it will. And that just gives you extra oomph at the end of your lashes. It's kind of like making your own pair. You can do that with any of them. Just take what you cut off and add it to the end. One of you guys told me to do that, and I have been loving it. So right now I'm looking and I'm trying to decide, do I want to put any mascara on my lashes? And I was also deciding whether I wanted to put mascara on. So I think I decided that I did. I wanted to put a little bit of mascara on my lashes just to match them, you know, kind of match them to the edges a little bit. You can see a yucky part was on there. I ended up having to clean that off. But so I just put a little bit of mascara right on the edges just to blend that in. And then I think that's about it. And you're going to see it's funny at the end. I thought that the sound was off, and I don't know if you could hear that. You probably didn't. But anyway, okay, thanks for watching. And there was Sassy. Bye-bye.